Hello, Andrew here. Just wanted to take a minute to talk about Legacy of Kain's Soul Reaver for the PlayStation 1. Now, I recently played this game and completed it, and I will say that this game did not hold up against the test of time like I hoped it would. First of all, the graphics are just blocky, as can be expected with a three-dimensional PlayStation 1 game from, 1998, I believe. This game is by Eidos. I believe they're also famous for making the Tomb Raider series of early PlayStation 1 days. Also, Gex, as you can see, Gex right here on the cover, Crystal Dynamics. This game has got a T for teen rating. The game itself honestly leaves something to be desired. The gaming mechanics of traveling in between two different dimensions, the living and soul world, while it's cool in concept, didn't really work for this game, I don't believe. I know there's a lot of hardcore fans for the series, and this game in particular. I am not one of those fans. I do have fond memories of it from when I was younger, never completed it. It suffers from what a lot of older games have. They will throw you into a quest, you finish the quest, they don't really give you any clear objective on what to do next. You're forced to go backtrack, and just search for something else to do, and just hope that it's the right thing to do. There's lots of upgrades and things like that to your health and your magic that you can find. It does make the game a little easier, but all in all, I would say this game is really suffering and lacking. Just didn't really enjoy it. The ending is spoiler. The ending is a cliffhanger ending. I know they've made another Soul Reaver game, but I have not played it. And honestly, after playing this, I don't know if I want to play it. So this game just didn't do it for me. And if you're a fan of Soul Reaver, more power to you. I can see where there could be some enjoyment had in this game, but for me, it just wasn't there. I did finish it because I wanted to make this video on it. I know there's a pretty big fan base for it. Again, I'm not one of those fans. So if you're going to play a game like this, I think, an older PlayStation 1, maybe a 3D type of game, I would probably lean more in the direction of Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider was quite a bit of fun. Yeah, the graphics are ugly by today's standards, but if you can get past that, it was fun. It did suffer from some of the same things, like just kind of wandering about, trying to find out what to do next. This game does it so much, it's barely enjoyable. I had to consult a walkthrough a couple of times because I just did not know what to do. The final fight was just frustrating, and not in a satisfying way. For when you complete it, you're just like, okay, well, that was a satisfying fight. No. No. So, basically, you fight Kain. You've been, oh, I'm sorry, spoiler, but you fight Kain. He just, I don't know, the fight, when you fight him, you just you don't feel accomplished when you beat him. You just feel relieved that it's over and that you can play something else now. So for those looking for something new, or even revisiting, and you just want someone else's opinion, if you take my opinion, I would say don't play this game. Or if you do, don't finish this game, Dip your toes in the water, see how you like it. Chances are you're probably not going to like it. Again, I don't speak for everyone, but I would say that the vast majority probably wouldn't like this game. So if I had to rate it 1 out of 10, I would probably give this game about a 3. The story starts off looking promising. Like I said, the ending leaves you at a cliffhanger. The story, now that is something else. The story is actually pretty good, for the most part, up until the end, when it leaves you hanging. I have not played the second one, so I can't really comment on how the story concludes, but I know the story thus far, it is a major cliffhanger. It literally gives you a to be continued screen. Something that I think that if they're going to make a game that's going to be a series, they should at least end the game on what could be an ending for the game, just in case they never get around to making that other game. Not to mention, some fans might not want to buy that other game. They might not like this game enough to buy that other game. They might need some kind of closure. In playing this game, you get none of that. You don't get a closure. Some of the power-ups are cool in the game. You do typically get a power-up after you beat a boss. Some kind of new power or something. I believe after you beat the first boss, you get the ability to pass through insubstantial matter, like gates or any kind of like grating in the spirit world. You'll have to go into the spirit world, which you can do, and then you can pass through grating, and that allows you to, travel a little further into places that you didn't go into before. There's just different little things like that. Nice little touches, yes. Does it serve the game well? I would say no, just because it feels like this game wasn't done well enough. So again, I don't recommend this game. It's clunky. It also suffers from really bad controls. The controls, I almost forgot to mention, are rough, to say the least. Accuracy is a big part of gliding. There's a gliding mechanic in this game. You play this character who has wings that have been broken. Now these wings, again, they're broken, so they don't work. So what you're forced to do is glide a lot. And the gliding mechanic is based a lot on accuracy and precision. So if you're jumping from platform to platform and gliding, chances are you're not going to hit your mark on the first time. You're going to have to try again and again and again. Also, at the beginning of the game, water is a problem, as water does not act the way that it would in a normal game. If you hit the water, you don't swim or anything like that. Instead, you're transformed into the spirit version of yourself, and it's basically just like air, the atmosphere of the water. And then later on in the game, you do get the ability to swim, but it's more aggravating than anything. So I don't recommend this game. Thank you for watching this video. If you'd like to see more, please comment, like and subscribe only if you'd like. But this is the first of a series of videos I hope to do. Right now I am playing another game. When I finish that game, I will talk about it at length. It's an older game, I'll say that much. Again, this is Andrew with Capper Comic Con, signing out. And thank you for watching.